Hello Aries, welcome to your weekly tarot reading here on Dove and Serpent Tarot. This is for the week of January 22nd through 28th. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video if you wouldn't mind. It would really help us out with the algorithm. Now we're going to take a look into your general energies for the week. It's very important that you remain open and receptive to whatever might come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. I can read the energy that comes through, but I can't always make sense of every detail. So very often that final step is up to you. And here we have some pretty good fire energy, a Princess of Wands to start us out today. Let's do the rest of our Dove and Serpent spread and see what we've got going on. Interesting. A lot of court cards already, a lot of fire energy, and a lot of majors. We're going to do our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. I think today I would like to use the Antique Anatomy Tarot deck. Now this has been pre-shuffled, so we're just going to give it a quick run through and pick a card somewhere from the middle. And we're going to put that right there. We're not going to look at it until the very end of the reading. And hopefully that will, tie the reading together and give us the confirmation that we're looking for at the very end. So definitely stick around to the end of the video to see how that brings everything together. So we've got major, we've got earth, major, major. We've got earth, fire, major, a little bit of water. Not a whole heck of a lot of water going on. The water that we do have, I think, is really tied to the past. Okay, we're going to start there today with this Five of Cups. I think there's been some kind of issue that you're just now getting over. I don't want to say you've had your heart broken, but I feel like there's been a pretty big disappointment in your life recently. And I think it has to do with a particular water sign person. Okay. Now, this doesn't mean this is going to be a relationship or a love reading, but I think that this is an issue that needs to be dealt with. And we have this Prince of Cups in the top of the path of the dove here. It's still what's still lingering. It's still kind of this overshadowing experience. Whatever happened with this person, not necessarily a romantic situation. It could be platonic, could be professional even. But I feel like there was a little bit of a disappointment or maybe even a betrayal there. It feels to me like you had a certain picture of this person, a certain ideal of how they presented themselves to you, but in reality, they weren't really who they said they were. Okay, and I feel like that event, that incident in your past still affects you. It's still kind of lingering. You're still a bit upset about that, right? There's still some issues with that we need to process and we need to deal with. Okay, and I feel like that might be the reason why you're here today, is to see what's coming next or how to process this thing that happened with this. I think it's a water sign person. Okay. But it's definitely, it feels like someone that presented a certain image to you, but as you got to know them, you realized that they were somebody completely different. And that was very disappointing, very hurtful in a way, right? With this Five of Cups, I feel like there's still a lot of emotional upset because of this person, because of the dynamic or just the way that relationship went down. All right. And I think that's why you might be here today. But let's get out of the past for a few minutes and let's see what's going on right now. If this Princess of Wands that we pulled at the very beginning, if this represents you, this would be you in your kind of readiness, your eagerness to get started again, right? The Princess of Wands. This is, you're starting to take the first step. You're starting to kind of get back out there. And you're coming out of this kind of negative situation in the past that we talked about, and you're ready to start again. You're ready to try again, to take a risk again, to put your energy out there, okay? You're really starting to get that active excitement back again. And again, this could be in the workplace, it could be romantic, platonic, could be in your friendship, your personal life. It doesn't matter where this is taking place, right? I think the kind of obvious go-to is a romantic relationship, but it doesn't need to be that. Okay, let's not pigeonhole our energy. You know what I mean? No offense to pigeons. We have a lot of them around here. Anyway. So this fire energy, I think you're starting to get this back. You're starting to really put yourself out there again, take risks, be a little bit vulnerable perhaps, but mostly just you're trying to go out, you're trying to have fun, you're trying to live this fiery energy that you have, right? But it's still a Princess of Wands. It's still just the beginning, the kind of baby steps of testing the fire, so to speak, you know. And I think this is a good thing. I think this shows that you are well on your way to process this water energy that we saw in the recent past, okay, this rather disappointing event, this rather kind of painful event that happened, this situation with this water sign person. And so now you're getting ready to live this fire energy again, okay? And this is a very good thing. What we see crossing this energy this week is this Princess of Discs. Now, this could be an earth sign person, sure. Could be. It could be that you're going to either get involved with an earth sign person, or you already are talking to an earth sign person, or this is someone that you're going to meet, and they're going to be kind of a recipient of some of this fiery energy, right? Some of your enthusiasm, your excitement, right? Your confidence even. But more than that, this is going to be really you creating the success in your life that you are looking for. With this fiery energy, you're really going to take it down to a manifested level. You're really going to be creating things for yourself. Physical reality, success, pleasure, fulfillment, satisfaction. You know, the Princess of Discs really does encompass the potential for unlimited success, unlimited manifestation, okay? This could be taking the literal form of an earth sign person, like I said. But I think this has a deeper meaning, and that is that by tapping back into this fiery energy, getting out of this water energy that we were in, right? This disappointment, this past event, whatever this person, whatever that relationship was, we're getting out of that, right? We're closing the door on that issue, and you're tapping back into your fiery energy. You're getting back out there. You're getting your confidence back. You're getting your groove back, and it's going to lead to some really great things. It is unlimited, the potential for you and what you want to achieve, what you want to manifest. And again, could take the form of a literal earth sign person that you're going to get involved with in some way. Again, doesn't need to be romantic. Okay, it could be platonic, professional, whatever. The point is, and the real kind of outcome of that is, that fire plus earth coming together. The 11th mystery of the tarot, the Lust or Strength card. Now, this is a card that in some ways does combine the fire and the earth, right? This card represents Leo. Leo is that fixed fire energy. So how does the fire energy become the fixed energy, right? Well, it manifests. It finds something into which to put itself that it can sustain. You know, it's the fiery energy that is fueling this success, this manifestation through this earth energy. And depending on the amount of that fire energy, the amount of fuel and fire, you know, this could really be an indefinite thing. It could extend for months and years and centuries into the future, right? It has that kind of potential. So it's the fire plus the earth, and coming together like this, which I think you're in the process of doing, is really going to lead to this really unlimited source of energy and fire and passion, and this real sense of control over yourself. It's really like, more than control, it's like a sense of power. It's a sense that you can take all of this fire energy and direct it where you want, as you want, and manifest whatever you will. Okay? And I think that this is really important, because I think coming out of this water energy, the water kind of dampened your fire, kind of extinguished your fire a little bit. And maybe this situation here, maybe this took place over the last several months. Okay, maybe 5 months, maybe even extending further into the past than that. Okay, it could be something that really kind of dampened your fire for a while. But I think now you're starting to get that back. And that's why we see the Princess of Wands, because it's the beginning of that fire energy. It's the beginning of rediscovering that fire energy, getting familiar with it again, and using it to manifest, using it to create your abundance. And this, again, could all be symbolized down on this earth plane by your association with this earth sign person or some particular earth energy in your life that you're going to get involved with directly in the coming few days, couple of weeks maybe. And that's going to lead to this real sense of power and control and strength. This is your ability to direct your fire energy into literally anything and sustain it and manifest success and really commit to it. Give it your all. Give it every ounce of force and fire that you have. So this is really an unlimited potential. Okay, this is the courage as well to use this fire energy in new ways, novel ways. Take the risks. Try something new. Go for your highest goal, your highest dream. You have that fiery energy to commit to whatever. Like, think big, dream big. And I think you'll really find great success coming. Now, the reason why I think that this is going to work out so well for you, not only do we have this earth-fire combination, but down beneath the surface, we've got a 3 of Wands. Now this is, I think, your real sense of purpose. This is your belief in yourself, your self-respect, your confidence, your strength of character, your integrity. And I think that you are aware of this potential in yourself, that if you commit to something with all of you, your entire being, you can take things from the realm of ideas, right? Maybe the spiritual realm, the subtle or psychic realm. You can take these ideas and you have the power to manifest them. The 3 of Wands is really that creativity, that latent creativity. And not just creativity like, I can draw or paint but this is the creativity that is literally an act of creation. You are able to take just a word, a thought, an idea, and make it a reality. Okay? And that's a pretty powerful thing. And I think that you have the strength of character, the moral compass, the set of your personal principles to really direct this in such a positive way that it's going to be tremendously successful for you and anyone that you bring into your life. Okay? But it's a matter of tapping into that fire energy. And that fire energy is the spiritual energy. It is that creative energy, if we use it that way, right? Fire can either be directed, upwards and used to bring our ideas down into manifestation, or it could be directed just downwards, all at once, and it could kind of set fires to things. It could be destructive, right? So it has the potential to either create or destroy, and that's up to you. And I think with this 3 of Wands, I think we know which way you're going to go. You're going to go the creative route. And so it's a very good thing that you showed up here today, because I really think that the time for all of this water energy is done. This is the only water that we see in your reading today, except maybe the confirmation card. We'll see about that. But there's no other water energy here. So I think the time for this emotional upset, this kind of wallowing in this sadness, this disappointment, whatever happened with this person is literally water under the bridge. And the bridge being this Princess of Discs or Pentacles, leading to this tremendous force and fire, this tremendous potential for this powerful manifestation, right? That fixed fire energy, that fire energy that is poured into something that is then just long-lasting, right? Is almost eternal. It's something that is going to be sticking around for a while. Now, we're going to move over to the Path of the Serpent, but I do just want to point out that these cards are always right, okay? Sometimes, as the interpreter, I might not understand your situation perfectly to every last detail. So definitely try to connect directly with these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond what I'm saying, okay? Now, Path of the Serpent, your general energy is this Jupiter energy. Now, this is the Wheel of Fortune. This, I think, is some really good energy for you to be aware of at this point, because it feels like this is kind of a transitioning period for you, where you're going from that water energy into this creative fire energy, manifesting into this earth energy. And with the Wheel of Fortune, this again is kind of, it's kind of like spinning the lottery wheel and saying, well, are you going to go the creative route or the destructive route? And it's like every time the wheel goes around, it's kind of this uncertainty of where it's going to land, right? But I think you have such a strong sense of who you are, a strong sense of your own destiny, your own purpose, that you know exactly how this Jupiter energy is going to play out. And it really is just a matter of getting over your emotions and overcoming some of these challenges, which is no easy thing. And that's why I think it's so great that you're here today and that we can talk about how we're transitioning from this water element to this earth fire phase. Okay? And I think you have a really strong sense of this, a really strong sense of your own purpose, your own destiny. And I think with this Wheel of Fortune card, you're really going to start experiencing the synchronicities. I think the more that you tap into this active fire energy and your intent to manifest that fire energy into your own happiness, success, well-being, achievements, satisfaction, fulfillment, all of these things, the more you're going to see the universe responding to you, just giving you little signals, synchronicities, numbers popping up, patterns popping up, just things that you are just entertaining in your thoughts, and then suddenly you're going to see them in the external world. It's just little signals from the universe that say, hey, you're on the right track. Keep going in this direction. Keep doing what you're doing. And that's that Jupiter energy. The Jupiter energy just, in some ways, just stands back and will give you the affirmation when you're doing something right, and will give you a little shake of the finger when you're doing something that might not be in line with your true purpose or your true intentions, right? Or your fate, destiny, if that's how you want to look at it. So I think you're very much in tune with that Jupiter energy, that Wheel of Fortune. And this is yet another confirmation for me that all of this manifestation, all of this fire energy is going to push you towards something absolutely wonderful and amazing, okay? Now, in terms of your environment, we've got this Fool energy, okay? Now, the Fool energy is all air, right? Just a lot of air. And air, any kind of gas, will expand to fill the container that it's in. Well, what if your container is infinite? Then this air energy will just expand on and on and on and on forever to fill the entire universe, right? So this is kind of a little bit of a confusing card because it's a tremendously good card. A lot of good energy here for you today, but this might be a little bit of a difficulty narrowing down or focusing some of this energy. And I think it's a definite blessing that we have this Wheel of Fortune card here because this is also that Jupiter energy, but Jupiter is also expansive, right? Similar to the way the air is expansive, but Jupiter has a sense of purpose. Jupiter is making the choices or following the path of destiny, however you want to look at it. That's going to lead to the most correct, most appropriate thing. Whatever is right for you. The Fool, this air energy, doesn't discriminate, has no discernment, just expands and expands and expands infinitely, even if it's expanding in directions that are harmful or just not successful. That are just more of a hindrance or more of a distraction than anything productive. The Fool doesn't care. The Fool sees infinite possibilities and is going to basically just roll the dice and pick one and go in that direction. Okay, so this card's signaling that you have a lot of opportunities, that you really can pick any direction out of an infinite variety of things that you could do to manifest, right? This is the unlimited potential that you have with this kind of power, okay? But we need something to hone it down. We need something to kind of focus a lot of this creativity and a lot of this expansiveness. And that, I think, is where we're happy to have this Jupiter energy because you'll know with these synchronicities, these signs and symbols and omens, when you're on the right path, you'll get the affirmation. When you might be doing something that's not really leading you toward your goal, you might get Jupiter just shaking his finger at you. you know. And I think that this kind of energy is good because it will narrow down, it will help give this Fool a little bit of direction, you know. And I think that's what we need to not waste our energy doing a million different things. Let's try to narrow it down. Let's try to bring it together and really focus on what we want to accomplish, right? We need to be a little bit more organized. And I think that's one of the other key differences between the expansive Fool and the expansive Wheel of Fortune Jupiter energy, is that it's a little bit more organized. The Fool just runs amok every direction. No thought, no discernment. Jupiter, on the other hand, has a plan, basically, right? Jupiter has a plan. The next card we have is a 3 of discs or pentacles, coins, diamonds, whatever you want to call them. And this is work. This is hard work. This is actually taking all of this energy that we've been talking about and bringing it down to a practical level, saying, yeah, that's all well and good. All this energy, we've got the fire, the earth, we've got that luster, strength card, got the Jupiter, great. How do we bring that down and actually start cranking the wrench and putting things together and hammering the nails in? You know, we have to do the hard work, the physical kind of labor of it. All right. So I think it's in the position of your fears, worries, and concerns. And I think that's for a good reason, because this is maybe that part of you that is kind of freaking out a little bit, saying, okay, well, how do I get organized now? I mean, I understand this Jupiter energy kind of contrasting or balancing out this Fool energy. I know I've got this lust and strength energy, this power and control, but how do I really start doing the work and putting things together in the physical realm? Okay, and that's a legitimate concern. That's going to take planning. It's going to take effort. It's going to take commitment. It's going to take a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, right? And this is, the 3 here, this is about committing your entire being to this path that you're on, whatever the path may be, and doing the work, just getting started. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with 1 step. And this step, hopefully, will have direction. And if it doesn't, you can always change directions. It's, let's not forget, you do have the Fool energy. So there is this potential to take a couple steps here and then maybe turn over here, take a couple steps that way. And there's the potential to be quite disorganized. So we have to fall back to this Jupiter energy to try to stay on track, try to remain on a definite course, and do the difficult work. Get out there and put your plans into action. Do the hard work. It's not going to be an easy thing, but this is how we bring all of this potential energy down to a practical kind of day-to-day active sense of doing this work, right? And again, this is your fear, worry, and concern. This is just like, okay, how do I begin? And this could be, making the right kind of associations, networking. If this is mostly in the realm of your career, then this is, making the right moves in terms of your employment, who you're associating with, the kind of business deals that you're taking part in. If this is more in your personal life or your romantic life or something, then this is really about networking and communicating and, associating with different people and taking those risks, doing the extra effort, to meet new people or whatever the case may be, wherever this is manifesting. It's going to take a lot of effort, basically, a lot of work. Okay, that's the kind of key takeaway from that 3 of Pentacles is the actual work that's involved here to bring all of this potential down. Now, the final card that we see on the path of the Serpent is this Lovers card. Ooh, the Lovers. A lot of you are thinking now that this is definitely a love reading. That this is indicating that you will find that perfect someone to spend the rest of your life with. Yeah, could be. It could be that. The Lovers card, You know, it seems to me a lot of people will look at this. I mean, it just by looking at it, right? It looks like it's looks like it's a wedding, right? There's a marriage going on. It's two people that are committing to each other for the rest of their lives, right? This is like a holy union. But if we know anything about the tarot, it's mostly symbolic, okay? So the idea here is, what are you going to be committing yourself to? What are you going to be in this wedding with? This holy marriage, this holy union. What is that for you? What are you going to be in this union with? And that's kind of where this whole choice, discernment, we're having the kind of organization, having this Jupiter energy, I think is very important to reaching this stage where you've figured all of this out. And now you're ready to really fully commit, to wed yourself to this thing, this person, this idea, this path, this work, this job, this whatever it is. Could be romantic thing. Sure, maybe this is a love reading for you. But it doesn't have to be. Whatever it is, you are going to come to a point in your life where you're ready to get married to the damn thing. You know, if it's a person, if it's an idea, if it's your purpose in life, your own like personal mythology, right? You're going to commit to it. You're going to wed yourself to it, and that's when you know. And I don't think it's going to happen until you know that this is your purpose. This is what you are meant to be doing. You know, and that is really coming a lot out of this. We're asking a lot of this Jupiter energy, right? But I think this is your general energy right now. I think you're starting to think of these things, or they will be coming into your mind eventually. What are you prepared to commit yourself to? Okay? And it's not so much about committing to one thing and nothing else, but this is really saying everything that you commit yourself to, everything that you wed yourself to, or with, whatever, needs to be part of your plan, part of your purpose, part of your destiny. It needs to be the right thing for you. So many times we commit ourselves to things that deep down in maybe in our unconscious, or in hindsight later on, we realize weren't the best things for us, weren't what we really truly wanted deep in our souls, weren't leading us to our ultimate goal or success or spiritual development. So we definitely marry ourselves to things that are not so good for us. And in this case, what we're talking about with the Jupiter energy, with everything that we saw in the path of the dove, is that you're going to eliminate all of that, and you're going to just be wedding yourself to those things that are leading you to your goals, to the realization of this unlimited manifestation, this potential success and pleasure and satisfaction and fulfillment. All of these goals, all of this success, whatever it is that you're after. I mean, that card, this Princess of Discs, is really the best card in the entire tarot deck. I don't care who you are. Because this is really anything that you want it to be. What is your highest goal? What is your purpose, your path? What is it that you are trying to achieve, or that you're trying to do with your life right now? And of course, this can change. This can change, and that's why I say that we're not just marrying ourselves to one thing for the rest of our lives, and that's it. You have to choose. This is the only thing you get. No, but in the moment-to-moment reality, are we making the choices? Are we committing ourselves to choices that lead us to whatever our highest goal is in this moment? And this, of course, this can all change moment to moment. I'm sure if I laid out a new set of cards, the moment is different, right? So all of this energy would be different. There'd be some recurring themes, I think, but the reality, the snapshot of energy is going to be completely different than it was 30 minutes ago, or even 1 second ago. So this can definitely change, but the idea is to only commit yourself to things that are going to lead to your highest ideal, your highest goal, and happiness, your success, right? And I think you'll get knowledge of that, and you'll understand how that is shifting and changing moment to moment with this Jupiter energy, with this Wheel of Fortune, right? The universe will respond to you. You'll know. The universe will let you know when you're on the right track, but you have to listen. Anyway, let's go to this confirmation card, mystery card, bonus card. I'm excited for this. I don't know what this could be. Maybe the Empress? Maybe a 9 or 10 of discs or pentacles? Well, this is the King of Pentacles. All right, this is a very lovely card. I think that this is talking about, again, we have this idea of the manifesting the fire down into the earth, right? Which is kind of where we started. And I think at the end of it all, you're going to be kind of a master of that. You're going to be an adept at taking your fiery energy and manifesting it into the earth realm. And that's what this card symbolizes. Okay? That's what this, and God, it is a beautiful card. The King of Coins. And this really is about you mastering that, owning that ability in a practical way, in your life, in reality, as part of your like daily existence. You've got that fire energy, and you can manifest what you will. And this all up till now was rather theoretical, right? Rather abstract. It was not materialized yet, right? It's still kind of a potential thing. But now having this card, this is saying, look, you're going to become this energy. It's going to be part of who you are. And with this King of Coins, this is you out in the world living this reality. And that's an amazing thing. This is a really excellent confirmation because it kind of brings us full circle. It concludes, it encapsulates everything that we've already talked about. And this is the manifestation. We could have just done this one card and saved ourselves 32 minutes. But I think it was good to expand outward from this card, and now we've brought everything back into this. And that's really beautiful in my opinion. Anyway, I thank you very much for joining me today. We're going to take a quick look at this in the extended. If you want to become a member to the channel and get access to all of the extended readings, you can do that. The information is in the description of this video. You can become a member to the channel. I do personal private readings as well. Just check the description box. Don't forget to hit the like button, share the video, subscribe, especially if this reading resonated with you. This was your weekly tarot reading for January 22nd through 28th on Dove and Serpent Tarot.